No, I got a notification.
What's up, everybody? I'm Patrick, aka Zippity Doodad, and tonight is episode 2 of what we finally came up with the name for, called DIZNEY That. So I hope you guys like that. Hold on, let me just mute myself real quick. So if you're watching this on the replay, I really appreciate it. Hit that like button, subscribe to everyone that's here. It helps out everyone's channel. And tonight we're going to talk everything Boardwalk, from restaurants, entertainment, the Boardwalk itself. We got everything loaded for you guys, so I can't wait. And
it's made of wood.
It's made of wood. And before we get going, I just want to thank our host, Dean from The Live Place. Go check them out. www.theliveplace.com. He hosts over 40 streams that are family friendly. We really appreciate everything he does, and he's on YouTube as DreamersEmpire. So go check him out. He does everything awesome for this community. And before we get going, I also want to mention that Pepper Tree Villa, another friends of ours, got 1,000 subscribers this week. So congratulations to them. Woo-hoo! Yeah, go Pepper Tree.
Congrats, guys.
All right, and my hosts, my co-hosts, my power channels, my BFFs. First off, we got Steve.
What are we, 13 girls?
My BFFs. We got Steve from Steve's World. He goes live on Mondays with Monday Madness, Saturdays with Sports Talk with Walt from Mouse Talk, and I'm honored to have him as a spot on Wednesday nights with us. He's a great guy all around, and we don't just do this. We talk. We go on Google Hangouts. We text every day. He's become a true friend. And Steve from Steve's World. What's up, Steve?
Dude, I'm honored to be here. I'm glad you guys included me on this adventure. So thank you very much.
No problem. And next up, we got Dave from Brandy and Dave. This kid is he's one of my favorites to watch because he's posting every single day. I don't know if I didn't notice this before, or he's just all of a sudden doing it. His content, ridiculous. He's got a podcast called The Dizfluences, and his TikTok game is off the hook. He's taking it to a new level. My man, Dave. What's up, Dave?
Thank you, Patrick. That was a heck of an intro. Right? I appreciate that, man. Thank you. Yes. So just to answer your question, the everyday stuff is kind of every day. We're trying to get more out. We have a whole lot of stuff to put out before we go in July, so we're ramping up the content. So you didn't miss anything. We were like twice a week, and now we're just throwing stuff out as we get it finished. It's like it's 11:30 at night and we're done. Let's just post it. All right. So,
yeah. No.
But thank you so much, man, for hosting this month. This is episode 2, obviously. So excited to be here with all of you gentlemen. So
awesome. And Shep, family of 6 with newborn twins, and he still has time to kill it on everybody's live streams, and he's awesome. He's the reason why I fell into the Disney community on YouTube. I randomly saw Shep on, I think it was Resort TV 1, one of the first times I was watching it. Long story short, we found out we were both from Massachusetts, talking about the weather, and after the streams were over, we hooked up on Instagram and private message each other. I'm like, Shep, who's going live next? He was like introducing me to everybody, and he's going to Disney in 48 hours, and he's like my best friend on this channel. Shep, what's up?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Can you repeat that again?
I didn't hear it either, so go for it.
No, that was awesome. I appreciate it. Yeah, for sure that first stream when you threw out, it was snowing up in Boston there, and I was like, hey, that's Mint. I'm from that area, and it is horribly snowing. We do not like snow. So honored to be here with this great group of dudes. Everyone here is amazing. The friendships that we have, the friendship that has grown over the last, I'd say month and a half is just unbelievable. And just true honor to be here with you guys, and love what we're doing. Episode 2.
So excited.
Gonna hit it hard. This and that, baby.
Yeah, baby. Yes. Came up with a name. It only took us 2 weeks. maybe three.
Yeah, with about maybe 30 to 40 different names.
Yeah,
that was part of the fun, though.
That was totally part of the fun. We almost, I don't know if I want to disclose this, but we almost went with Dad's After Dark until we started. Our wife thought it was a little creepy. So, or my wife maybe.
Feels like late night USA television back in the 90s.
What are you doing after night?
Exactly.
Let's check the chat real quick before we get into the boardwalk. Check. Jim. Got Rosie Cunningham, Josh K. Atwood, Meg. Your stream was awesome, Meg. Noah. Wow. Charlie from the Disney Nerd Herders. Samantha Lowe. Janine. Amanda for the Lucky Minute. Nicole C. Marina. Yeah, this chat keeps jumping. So what I thought we'd do is start from one end of the boardwalk and go all the way to the other. Starting with ESPN and saving the best for last, the Jellyrolls. What do you guys think?
I thought you were going to say the Atlantic Dance.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we'll add that in at the end, but I don't know.
That's going to be the honorable mention at the end.
That'd be the honorable mention.
It's there too.
So yeah, have you guys been to the ESPN Club? Do you guys like it? Want to go? What's your take?
My take, I love the ESPN Club for the atmosphere. Not so much for the food. I think the food is average, in my opinion.
Yep.
It's typical regular food to me. But the thing that's the best is if there's a sporting event, it's on, and you're not going to miss it because there are TVs everywhere, including the bathroom
TVs?
Stalls. What's that?
Around 100 TVs, I think.
Yeah, I don't know, whatever it is. They're even in the bathroom stalls. You're not going to miss the game when you go to the bathroom. So I'm a big thumbs up for the atmosphere. The food, though, for me is just so. It's just like nachos and burgers and things like that. It's not really high quality in my opinion, but it is ESPN. I'm a sports guy. I love sports, so I love the atmosphere for sure.
Yeah, I agree. I agree 100%. We've, I think, been there twice. Had the classic ESPN burger with the nachos. What's cool is they do have the ESPN logo, like kind of burnt in, toasted on the bun. But TV's in the bathroom. PJ didn't get out of the bathroom. I said, PJ, we got to go back to our table. He was like in shock and awe with the bathroom, with having sports all over the place and sat there.
And at the end of the day.
Yeah, go ahead, Shep.
Yeah, at the end of the day, I mean, what better way to watch sports than with pub food? You know what I mean? So,
but it's like Buffalo Wild Wings around here. I don't know if you guys. I know Shep does.
Yeah, we got it.
Yeah, I feel like it's on the lines of that kind of food. Dave, have you been there?
Yeah, it's probably been 20 years though.
Yeah.
So I remember, I mean, and back in the 90s, like it was all the rage, right? Like I remember going there and staying at the Boardwalk as a kid. I mean, I think I was like 16, but as a kid and just being excited that ESPN Zone was there. I mean, that was back in the heyday of corporate dining, right? So ESPN was just rocking and rolling as a company. The new hot thing on the sports scene. And you had the emergence of places like Fridays and Applebee's and whatever. So they kind of followed suit with that, right? With the massive menu, and all the pub food and whatever. And they've stuck with that over the last 25 odd years or whatever. But my big thing about ESPN Club is that and I'm not saying they need to rebrand, right? Like they had them all throughout a bunch of cities, and some of them were just like massively fantastic, like 3-4 levels, like very Planet Hollywood-ish, right? For some reason, I think that they're connected in some capacity, but that's a different podcast. But
hey,
go ahead.
Sorry, real quick, not to interrupt. Amanda has let us know that the picture is not switching; it is stuck on Patrick's face.
Well, that's the best face here. We chose ahead of time. Hit the button, Patrick.
I don't know how to.
Where's the button? All right, someone.
There goes. I see it. It's switched now.
All right, we're good now. Thank you.
Just double. I think you just double click one of the boxes. If your box is highlighted white, you just click it again. It should
All right, there we go. My halo is visible. All right, but basically, what I was driving at in my long-winded speech, which happens a lot, if ESPN Zone at the Boardwalk was to rebrand slightly, it could again be pretty killer. I mean, take a step back from the standard Friday's fare of 10,000 calorie cheese fries and whatever, and go more as Shep said, more real, like more contemporary pub food that's out there now. You know, a bunch of meat and cheese plates and like good solid wings, whatever. That place could be kicking because of the 100 TVs, and literally there's nowhere else to watch sports on property.
Mm-hmm.
Where else can you get a Guinness beer battered fish and chips? I mean, come on.
That's a good question. I don't know.
Yeah, they got some good menu items. They could do a lot better with most of the menu. It needs updated for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes. Yeah, so it's solid. It's not bad. I mean, it's one of those where let me put it this way: it is not your worst option on the Boardwalk.
Right, and if it's your first time on the Boardwalk, you got to go there. You got to check it out. I mean, we did. We wanted to see what it was all about. So don't shy away from it just because the food's just average.
Oh, no. At least go in and use the bathroom. It's incredible.
Yeah, seriously. All right. You guys want to move on to next door?
Yep.
The Apple, the Ample Hill Creamery. I've been there. You guys been there?
It's been a while.
Yeah, buddy.
When it was first open, I think.
Now, is it true that they still do the 16 or 17 samples for free and you get a button?
So I researched this today because I know I was watching streams that showed 16 flavors. The menu has changed online, so I don't know if it's new or not. They got rid of one of their original 16 flavors, and there is now 18 flavors. They've added 3 new ones. It doesn't say anything about getting a button anymore, but it does say you can sample all flavors, as many as you want. There is no limit. You can taste them all if you want to. They used to give a button away, but I don't know if they do that anymore. I could not find that.
But you can get a flight. You can get like, what is it, like 6?
Well,
6,
yeah. 6.
Yeah, a flight's different though. That you pay for that. That's a scoop of ice cream. These are just samples. You can go through and sample each one of them, and they used to give you a button.
And then pick a flight of your 6 best.
Yeah.
You know, the best thing at Ample Hill Creamery is the
Apple Hill. Get it right.
Apple Hill Creamery is it is Ample Hill for those paying attention.
Mm-hmm.
Inside joke.
Totally. Is the cookie ice cream sandwich.
Ooh.
Oh my God. The only place that is better is Sprinkles. And we'll get to that when we do Disney Springs. But holy mackerel. So you have 18 different ice cream flavors. You can like mix and match inside of 2 like house-made cookies. They are just so good. So good. And it's portable. And I've had the flight before, Shep, like you were saying. Like the flight's fantastic, but it's like weird little golf ball size deals, and this thing is kind of hard to hold. And you know, the sandwich is just amazing. So good.
I hate ice cream anyway.
I'm with you, Shep.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah,
that's a total lie. But I just called you out on that.
Yeah, no,
you're in it.
Nope. I was just kidding. I'm not an ice cream fan, and my Nicole in the chat, she'll tell you, like her and PJ will say, "Hey, we go to Treadwell's, the famous ice cream place up the street for us," and I'll go there, and I'll never get anything.
It's crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, I just don't like desserts in general.
I would be willing to bet I have a dozen different ice creams in my freezer right now. Easily. But the thing I like the most about the Ample Hills, though, is that they make their own stuff. Even the mix-ins, they make their own peanut butter cups. They make their own cookies. They have this thing called the butter. What is it called? The butter cake, and they make all that stuff, their own brownies and everything in house. Along with the whole thing is handmade ice cream as well. So I am definitely going to be hitting that place up on our next trip for sure. And they have 7 different cones too.
Yes. Yeah. So here's my thing. The Ample Hills has really risen. I feel, and someone's going to yell at me, but above, what's the place at the Beach Club? Why can't I think of it right now?
Beaches and Cream.
Thank you. Besides the kitchen sink, and well, the No Way Jose is fantastic. I don't know.
So
Well,
many
here's I guess
choices.
here's the real win. The fact that you can actually get into Ample Hills.
Right. You don't need a reservation like Beaches and Cream.
Yep.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll do an official taste test in August for all of them, and we'll figure out which is best. But
I'm going. You gotta wait. I'm going with you.
Well,
Yeah,
we're all
I
going
know.
together.
Ample Hills.
Because I,
though,
unlike Pat, lied about liking ice cream.
I'm serious. I don't like it.
Ample Hills though, everything is handmade, including the ice cream. That kind of quality in ice cream has got to impact the taste a lot more than these other places. I do agree though, the kitchen sink, that is on the to-do list for August as well. But Ample Hills though is the care that they put into making that ice cream makes the taste a lot better.
So can we force Patrick to eat a whole bunch of ice cream?
I mean, I'll eat it. I'm not gonna say I won't.
He will
eat it, but I'm
succumb to
not
peer
gonna.
pressure.
Totally.
I'm not gonna be. I'd rather.
That's not the only. It's not.
I'd
the
rather
only peer
go.
pressure.
I'd rather go next door and to the bakery and grab something there.
I thought you were going to say AbracadaBar.
Yeah. So you want to talk about the bakery?
Yeah, why not? Good segue. I'm proud of you.
We went there and they open up at 6:30 in the morning, and I had a croissant, bacon, egg, and cheese that I can't duplicate in all of Disney. We've and there's every quick serve, or if you're in All Stars, you go and grab your breakfast sandwich, croissant breakfast sandwich. It doesn't taste the same. Those croissants are so fresh. And it was open at 6:30 in the morning. So before we rope dropped Epcot, where we walked right to, we went there, grabbed a couple of sandwiches, ate it on the boardwalk, and it just I wanted to go back and grab more. I can't duplicate it anywhere else. Any other place that doesn't have the fresh croissants like they do. Have you guys been there?
So here's the thing about the Boardwalk Bakery. It is the quick service for the hotel. So it's obviously gonna open up early. I think it does really well. And this is coming from someone, I guess, who's staying at the Boardwalk as opposed to other resorts, right? So you're paying for a deluxe resort at that point, or your DVC, and the fact that the only quick service that you can go to is outside. You have to walk outside, down around the corner, and go to there. I think they missed the mark on that. I think they needed to have one inside to service the hotel guests. I understand why they didn't. But with that said, the bakery, in my opinion, puts out some good stuff. Had the chocolate croissant there recently. It was solid. I had a side of bacon from there that was reasonably priced, it wasn't bad, and you got literally a third of a pound of bacon. It wasn't one of these places you go and get a side of bacon. It's here's 2 strips. It's no, it was legit bacon. I'm impressed. So, and
it's crispy and it's not fatty. It's delicious.
They cook it well, but I did not have the sandwich, but the pastries are good.
Is it anything like the bacon from Corey's video a couple weeks ago?
From the Edison? No.
No.
Yeah, we got to book that restaurant.
That looked that looked insane. That was just. I'm pretty sure I cooked bacon right after that. And then it didn't taste good, and I was like, "What happened? What did I do wrong?"
You didn't hang it from clothespins.
Yeah, you got to do that.
Outside.
I personally have never been to the bakery, but I'm going. I think we need to try it. Some of it looks a little overpriced for lunch and dinner. There's literally a grilled cheese sandwich for $10, but it says served with gourmet pickles. So, I don't know if that's what drives the cost up. But there is a sandwich, though, that I really want to try. It's called the Big and Beefy. And it's just a big roast beef sandwich. And that's $10.49. So it's reasonably priced, it appears to be. But you can have a grilled cheese for $10 or a Big and Beefy for $10. I'm going to go with the Big and Beefy.
I gotta do a quick thing here. Got to do a shout out for Kate. It's my wife's best friend, who's probably just as much as a Disney freak as I am. So she's in the chat. So
what's up, Kate?
Hello, Kate.
Hi, Kate.
I told her I'd give her a big shout out if she showed up.
And she did.
He's here for the support.
She came through.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So here's my thing about the Boardwalk Bakery. If you're going to the Boardwalk and you're planning on spending X on food, there are probably 4 places that are better to do it.
Yeah, I wouldn't get a sandwich there. I would, if you're going for like one of they have the specialty cupcakes and everything, I would do that. But I don't think I would head over there for lunch. But breakfast, absolutely.
Yup. Maybe not 4 places. There's at least 3.
Yeah. Is pizza one of them?
It is actually. It is.
I'm getting a full pizza when I go there from there.
Well, you have to because the slice is $18 and a full pizza is $22.
Yeah.
Well, you can get I think the personal pizza I got last time was $13.99.
Right.
Yeah, that's what they say. Personal pizza is like
and it's enough.
Or $11. Yeah.
So when I just went by myself, my last trip for that Disney run, I hit up Jellyrolls, but we'll talk about later, and then went over to the pizza window, and it wasn't as good as the last time I went there. I was so disappointed. And Jellyrolls and most of the nightlife closes at 2 a.m. there, and pizza place I wish closed at 2 because you want to go there late night. And I believe it was midnight. Steve, was that what we were talking about?
It closed at midnight.
Yeah, I wish that's the only thing about the pizza window. I wish it was 2 a.m.
They'd get so much more business.
Yeah, at least till 1.
So I've not eaten there. I've eaten at Via Napoli, which will probably ruin all the other pizza places for me because it's so incredible. But I was watching a lot of reviews on this place, and every one of them was negative. Every single one of them. They said the pizza has gone downhill so bad. And what's really odd is this apparently is the same thing that they serve at, which I'm not, Trattoria, that one right next door.
California.
It has been, it was really absolutely ripped on pretty much everybody's reviews that I saw for they said the pizza just is not good. Obviously you guys have tried it, weigh in and let us know what you actually think about the pizza. But it was definitely off-putting watching the reviews.
Well,
but I heard
go ahead, Shep.
I heard they changed the recipe though, like recently. So I heard it's like different now.
In a good way or a bad way?
Good. Supposedly it's a lot better than what it was. They changed they revamped the recipe and it's much better. But you know what? I'll let you know in like 4 days.
There you go.
I mean, it's not bad, but like Meg was talking on Disney Dance Stream, Florida pizza is trash.
Terrible
compared to the pizza around here. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know, Santapio.
Can't get anything better.
It is the best. But Via Napoli, if I'm going to have pizza in Florida, it is at Via Napoli. That pizza is different. It's like fancy pizza. It's not like football pizza or good New York, Boston pizza, but Via Napoli is.
Well, they import the water from Italy. And
no, Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania.
I'm not kidding. It's Pennsylvania.
No way.
Jake,
stop it.
No, legit. There's a section of Pennsylvania that the water quality with the same amount of minerals and salts and such is equivalent to Naples in Italy. So they import it from here.
Huh.
Is there an Italy, Pennsylvania that we don't know about?
There's not, thankfully.
Oh,
but it's funny because
I was gonna say that would be a nice.
Far from me.
That'd be kind of funny, but
I know, right?
Well, even to fly it in from anywhere, it's water, and you can get it out of a faucet. So to fly it from anywhere to make your pizzas, I think that's pretty incredible to go the extra mile for that. And that pizza is absolutely incredible.
It is. Via Napoli is legit.
Via Napoli is it. That pizza place is reasonable.
although if we're talking about Via Napoli, their spaghetti and meatballs, I was carving up the night before the race. I'm like, I'm going to get a crap load of pasta. The only thing on that, I don't want cheese or pizza. I want carbs. I'm going to get pasta. Got the spaghetti and meatballs, and I'm like, I'll have like what you're thinking, maybe 2 big meatballs on top of the pasta. There had to be 6 little Swedish meatballs that were like SpaghettiOs type of canned meatballs. I'm like, seriously, Via Napoli? I'm hooked on your pizza, and you got to give me these meatballs. But that's the only downside. We'll get to Via Napoli another time. We're on the boardwalk, but I was a little disappointed. I had to vent.
There is no R in Cobb's.
Cobb's.
Oh wow.
had to throw it in there.
So what's up next?
Margarita Joe's, maybe?
Yeah, that's what I have.
Cool.
No, I should get a special guest of my wife in here because I think she's sampled all 7.
I was actually reading today that the reason why it's called Boardwalk Joe's is because it used to be a coffee place.
Yeah, I saw that. And
then they turned it into a margaritas place, which gets pretty good reviews on their margaritas. I've never had one, but they look pretty. I guess
so. The margaritas are pretty standard. There's better places within walking distance of there to get margaritas, namely anywhere in the Mexico Pavilion. But beyond that, AbracadaBar has a better margarita than Boardwalk Joe's. But what Boardwalk Joe's has that no one else in the area does.
Yes, I know. Go.
Rum Dole Whip.
Yep.
Dark rum, light rum, any rum you want in your Dole Whip. Get it. That's all I'm saying.
And a Mickey pretzel.
Yeah.
So again, 4 days, I will make sure that happens. If not less. First couple of days will be a little crazy, but it'll happen. I'll even live stream that.
To be honest, I'm looking at that too. It's called the Captain Seaside Sensation, and it's actually made with Captain Morgan's, and it's actually pretty reasonably priced. It's only $10.50 compared to the rest of the drinks. It's a lot cheaper.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, is that the one that's Captain? That is the one that's Captain.
Yeah. It's a pineapple smoothie with Captain Morgan original spice.
Yep.
And then you can have a Mickey pretzel to top it off.
Exactly.
Is this the place where I saw they have not only the Mickey pretzel, but the cream cheese Mickey pretzel and the
jalapeno cream sauce.
Yeah, whatever that is. Yeah.
Yeah. And last time I was there, they're out of them.
It
was so sad. So sad. But the other thing is that place actually has a reasonable beer selection, craft selection. Surprisingly, it does. Between Boardwalk Joe's and the other cart we're going to talk about, there's a pretty decent craft selection outside. So they hit up some of the local Florida places in cans, which is interesting. So.
And before we continue, what's great about the boardwalk is, and I'm sure everyone in the chat knows, but it's like Disney Springs. You don't have to pay to go there. Where you have to go into. If you wanted to go to Via Napoli, you had to get in Epcot to go to it. Mm-hmm. Boardwalk's completely free. You can just roam and check out all these places without being extra charged. Margarita. PJ, get a margarita.
Does he know how to make a margarita?
Now that would be that'd be good.
It would. I mean, horrible. That'd be horrible.
Yes.
There you go. Good job.
What are you teaching your kids?
There you go. Way to keep the family.
This is Dad's After Dark, right? Are we still on Dad's After Dark?
No, we changed that.
Back to straight
nice.
Yes, family friendly. What do we got up next?
Well, after 10 o'clock, it changes though. So we
got 1 minute. Yeah, we got 1 minute.
All right.
Next up is the one I can't pronounce. Trattoria
al Forno.
There you go.
Trattoria al Forno. There you go.
Trattoria.
Right, yeah. Trattoria al Forno.
Yeah, Trattoria al Forno.
All right, who's rolling with this one?
I've never been.
I'm Italian, so I know that stuff.
Sweet.
I've never been, but I think we might try it in August for the character breakfast in the morning, the Bon Voyage. No, go ahead, Dave. I think you've been there, right?
Am I the only one that's been there?
I think so.
Yes. All right. So I haven't been. We have done it for both breakfast and dinner. The breakfast is probably the best character dining experience, especially for breakfast, that you're going to have on property. You have two rare characters, being Prince Eric and Flynn. You're not going to find them really anywhere else. You have the two associated princesses. But here's the deal. The setting is fantastic. You get fantastic food. And that's really the kicker here. You have a great character experience with multiple characters that you can't necessarily find anywhere else. And the food is such an uptick from any of the other character dining experiences you're going to have at breakfast. So it's better than Chef Mickey's. It's better than the Ohana breakfast. It's better than, do they still do Akershush for breakfast? I think they do. I'm sure that they do. It's better than the Castle for breakfast. It's better than 1900 Park Fair for breakfast, although the characters there are pretty solid, so that kind of brings it up. But the menu for this is specific to the restaurant. So it's not necessarily Italian themed, but it kind of is. They have a breakfast calzone, which is out of this world. It's stuffed with all the meats that you want, all the vegetables that you want, eggs, cheese. It is absolutely killer. I've had it multiple times. Now they changed it. It was really huge before, like almost uneatable huge, and I can eat a lot. They changed it to something smaller and started brushing it with this like garlic butter that they would normally put on whatever pizzas they're making there. And it almost detracted from it a little bit. But they have that. They have steak and eggs. They have this crazy tower of really thick pancakes. It is just such a great experience for breakfast. It is totally worth the cost that you're going to pay to go there. So that's one. For dinner, we as a family don't necessarily eat a ton of Italian when we're at Disney. And the reason being because much like everyone else in the chat and you guys, you have a favorite Italian joint back home. You have a favorite Mexican joint back home. You have a favorite Chinese joint back home. You have a favorite Japanese joint back home. And going to a place like Disney and not knowing what you're going to get food-wise, but more so the fact that I hate to say it like this, but you're wasting a night. So if you're only there for 5 nights and you eat Italian one night, you can do that at home. Why wouldn't you try to eat something that's more Disney specific? So I'm rambling, but I'm getting to a point. Trattoria al Forno, as a restaurant for dinner, is exceeded expectations beyond anything that we could potentially think. We ate there on a whim. Our last night we were staying at the Boardwalk. It had been 10 days. We'd canceled another reservation. We were just like, you know what? It's right downstairs. Let's go see if we can get in. And we did.
Zip, you were caught.
And it was so good. The menu isn't traditional Italian. It's a lot of house-made Italian style dishes, plus a really good steak, plus some other stuff. It is just solid. 100% recommend it.
Wow.
I'm really glad that you said that because everything else I saw said stay away from dinner, go to the breakfast because the breakfast was incredible and not dinner.
And we saw the same thing. And I mean, this is 18 months ago. So, stuff happens between then and now. But the experience that we had for dinner was beyond our expectations. And frankly, it was because our expectations, we went in saying this is going to be reasonable. Yep. But the steak was cooked perfectly. The spaghetti was handmade. The pasta was handmade there. The sauce was handmade there. The bread was handmade there. Much like you were saying, Steve, with all the stuff over at Ample Hills, same thing. It's all made in house.
Yeah, that always makes it better. And then they did say the breakfast was incredible though, because not only does it have the Italian offerings, but it also offers a lot of non-Italian offerings. So you get the best of both worlds. Plus, you get to meet those characters.
And one kind of like last minute tip is that if you're there for breakfast, it's not necessarily all you can eat. They don't promote it that way. But if you say at the beginning, look, I want to try the calzone and I kind of want to try the steak and eggs, they'll put together a plate to bring you both.
Nice.
Wow. But ask up front. Don't be like, oh, I'm done with this. Get me steak and eggs. Because I tried that. It didn't work. Just saying.
These are the best tips when you've lived them.
Oh,
That's the best tips you can get.
Yeah. Yep. So sorry to go on a diatribe there, but
No, that's legit, great info. I'm pumped. You've been there.
It's definitely worth it. And again, you know, we're talking about one specific area, so there's a lot of stuff we'd like to try, but like Trattoria al Forno is one of those that just kind of like falls by the wayside, except for the breakfast. You know, there are a lot of them that do that you can get a reservation 2 or 3 days out if you didn't book anything, or you're like, I'm not in the mood for X, right? Or Ohana's going to be too much food, you know? And I've actually been there. I've actually canceled Ohana 2 days out. And I know that probably gets my Disney card taken away, but we'd already eaten there once that trip. So
was that breakfast or dinner?
It was dinner. It was dinner.
I'm with you on that because I've had 2 terrible experiences at Ohana.
Oh,
I think Ohana is a complete pass right now.
That's what I've been hearing. And the 2 times we went, I had good experiences, but that's all I've been hearing lately.
It's always been reasonable, and frankly, talking to Corey, he had a good experience there not too terribly long ago, and was saying you should go there. But family of 4, man, and I don't want to get off topic, but family of 4, it is tough to justify $220 out the door.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, for an all-you-can-eat one, frankly, I'm not an all-you-can-eat kind of guy anymore. I'd rather have a good meal for $220. You know.
And if your kid only eats chicken fingers, it's not worth paying the $30 for them.
It makes it a little easier if you're on the dining plan and you've already paid for it ahead of time. But it was still a terrible experience both times I've been.
Yeah. So family of 6 is not a good idea.
No, go to Kona.
All right, we're staying there, so I was hoping to get something one of the nights.
You're staying at the Poly?
Yeah.
All right. So complete aside, go to Kona for breakfast and dinner.
Yes, okay. I agree. And do you like sushi, Shep?
Yeah.
Oh, you'll kill it.
It's so good. They're the best.
While you guys are talking about the next thing, I'm going to try to book Shep a California Grill brunch on the Sunday.
Yes. Nice. Yes.
Do you have it booked?
We have a dinner. We're doing just me and the wife here doing a dinner for. She booked it for our anniversary.
You got to do brunch. That's another show. I'm going to shut up. What's the next bar? We're going to a bar, right?
Oh yeah, where are we? At the Boardwalk or are we at Poly?
We could just transfer right over to Poly. I'll talk Poly all night.
We're gonna take a minivan from the Boardwalk over to the Poly right now and talk Kona.
And before we move on,
hey, the Lucky Minute says that she canceled it too. So I just want to do chat check here.
Yeah. Everybody keeps telling me to go to Kona as well, and that's what I did. I switched to Kona this August as well.
All right. Speaking of chat check, does anybody else wish that Dave had another Halo so it looked like he had Mickey ears? Dave,
I gotta get 2 of these.
Oh, that would be perfect.
Gotta get 2 of
these. That's perfect right now. Like lean back a little bit.
Yes.
Just to your left. I can't see it. Oh, you're
Dave,
right there.
Dave,
oh my God! If you had one more.
Oh, it'd be perfect, right?
Yes. Oh.
Yeah, we'll have to get it.
You gotta get it.
I'm sorry, lighting's important, folks. I need to not sit in front of a window. That's what it comes down to.
No, you just need another Halo. It'd be perfect.
All I'm doing is singing Rihanna Halo in my head. Isn't that Rihanna? That's Rihanna, right?
Yeah. First thing that popped in my head when you popped on, I was like,
so great.
But I like it. I think it's fitting.
Hashtag off the rails.
It's so fitting. We have an angel in the room.
Dad's after dark. All right, where are we going?
Just to be clear, Halo is by Beyonce.
Oh, it is Beyonce.
It is Beyonce.
I said that last time, and someone corrected me, and I was like,
yes,
right, whatever.
It's my bad.
I think it was on a private stream.
All right. You know who sings it? AbracadaBar. AbracadaBar sings it.
Speaking of Abracadabra,
if I spend too much time, it'll be me that sings it.
Yeah, buddy.
I love Abracadabra. The only time I was there was out of all our trips, we went solo. Nicole and I went by ourselves without BJ, and we stayed at the Boardwalk, and we hit up the whole entire Boardwalk. That, besides Jellyrolls, was my second favorite place. You guys been there? Dave, you've probably been there, right?
Yeah, I'll let someone else go if they've been.
Steve, Shep, have you been?
I've been to it, but I've not actually done anything with it. But the only knock I have on it, because it looks incredible. Theming is amazing. I love magic and it's a magician themed, magic themed. If we didn't say that already, but it doesn't always stay open late. And like today, it closes at 10:30.
10:30. Yeah, I saw that.
That's the only knock I have on it, but it looks incredible. The drinks look amazing. They have a few food offerings, not a whole lot, but they do have. I mean, the alcoholic beverages look incredible.
Yeah, we didn't eat there. We sat at the bar, and I mean the sight gags and just
like near Bahaba.
Yeah, Bahaba. Like the mirrors would do things. The wallpaper on the wall actually told the story, and it was like one of the cast members or the bartenders came over and was telling a table next to us the story about the wallpaper and all the different like things you can see in it. That place is, I love it. I want to go back there ASAP. And it's not big though. There was like only 6 or 7 spots at the bar, so it could fill up really quick. But luckily we were there early, and like you say, it doesn't open up too late. So, go ahead.
So we have had very good experiences across the board at AbracadaBar. We've been, I don't know, half a dozen times, probably. We stayed at the Boardwalk, so we hit it up several times. When we were there, we've hit it up other times. It is top 3 Manhattans on property, if not top 2. They make it with a rye whiskey out of Hudson, which is pretty solid. They do really well with some other drinks. I mean, the Edison's giving them a run for their money on the classic cocktails. So it's an interesting twist on that. But I mean, Zip, you hit on the atmosphere. It's great, man. What's really funny is the AbracadaBar was one of those things that like I was completely looking forward to, because we had stayed at the Poly DVC and we were at the DVC pool bar, and the dude who was bartending there was going to be moving to the AbracadaBar for basically training. So he was going to end up being being one of the lead bartenders there, and he's still there to this day, and he's just good dude, great at making cocktails. But at any rate, the fact that this thing can kind of get busy, but not necessarily. Like if you hit it on a random Wednesday night, there might be 3 people in there. Okay. So you need to be careful, because they might shut it down early. You know, we've seen it where they're like, yeah, we're closing in an hour. It's last call, and it's like 9:45.
Jim from More Sunshine, please. Is there.
What up, Jim? Chat check.
Yeah.
What up, check. And Nicole wants to upgrade to the Boardwalk in August, so yeah, that would make my my walk home from Jellyrolls with these gents a lot quicker than taking a Uber.
Well, we can also all stay in your room the night before we go to Galaxy's Edge.
Makes it all easy for us.
That would be huge. I tried to book
I'm on Team Nicole right now.
Yeah, that book's out so fast with the DVC.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, like
so
all times a year.
So the first time we stayed at the Boardwalk was the year that it opened. We were actually booked at Port Orleans as a family, and they upgraded us to Boardwalk DVC.
Wow.
It was it was crazy. I mean, I think I was 15, 16. I don't know what kind of magic my dad pulled, but it was killer. So those DVC rooms are pretty darn solid. We had a 1-room suite. It was killer. So good. Anyway, I'll shut up. Which I'm not good at. So yeah.
I can't wait to try it out.
Jim did ask if he's just dreaming, or is that a halo over your head? So.
He's a little late to the combo.
Totally a halo, dude. Totally a halo.
Jimmy's gonna get another one, turn it into Mickey ears.
Yup. It's gonna happen.
You actually missed. We had Beyonce in the chat earlier too. She actually popped on for a quick hangouts, and she actually sang for like 2 seconds, and then she popped back out. It was weird, but it
totally
happened.
True.
Swear to God.
Don't go catch the replay.
Yeah. We're just gonna edit it because she said not to put it in there. So
yeah, we can't use her as a tag. We can't tag this video, Beyonce. It's unfortunate. We probably should. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I'll just get the strike. No
Oh,
worries.
tagging it, you won't. You're like,
Just,
we're
yeah,
not.
nobody sees your tags. Just throw it
Yeah.
in there.
All right, we'll tag that.
Hashtag tag that. That could be misconstrued. You probably should reconsider what you're talking about, sir.
It's after 10 o'clock, Shep. We're good.
Oh, it is after 10
Oh,
o'clock.
it is
We're
after
good.
10.
Hashtag for you.
Hashtag
Doesn't
for
that.
you. Hashtag for you. Hashtag FYP. Hashtag everyone go on TikTok and follow all of us right now.
My Tic Tac game is
You
lacking.
Tic Tac?
Tic Tac.
TikTok. He's a
TikTok.
Shep, I want you to like literally when you get on the plane, stop at whatever like newspaper stand and get a thing of Tic Tacs and just for 15 seconds on TikTok, just do this.
Done. So done. That's so happy.
It'll go viral. Hardcore. It'll go viral.
I will say this, Dave, about TikTok. The dance you did with your girl in the driveway,
Yes.
stellar.
Thank you.
I was thoroughly impressed.
Thank you. It only took 25 minutes to figure that one out.
Nope. Way longer. Way longer.
Probably. So yeah, that was fun. And the funny thing is I'm the one that wanted to do it, not her.
Oh.
She's gonna get so disgruntled in what you're trying to do. You're gonna be able to see it on her face soon. It's like, come on, let's do this.
I know.
I know,
but she loves TikTok. Loves it. Like she has probably 350 TikToks on hers.
Oh wow.
So yeah. Yep. All right. So we're going to Bellevue now.
Flying Fish, I think.
Oh,
Whatever
Flying
you
Fish
want.
is next. Yes, Flying Fish.
I've never been to Flying Fish. I want to go. I'm not going to mention any names, but a certain someone in my family does not like seafood.
PJ?
Me.
Yeah. Well, he's been getting brainwashed by the other certain someone, but yeah.
Oh wait, is there certain someone in the chat? Oh,
Yeah.
we just narrowed it down. Oh,
Donna Jawelski?
I'm sure Donna likes seafood.
I absolutely love seafood. It'd be my first choice over anything. So I am willing to go here with anybody who wants to go.
I'm not a seafood guy. It makes me violently ill.
Oh.
I can't eat. I've tried everything, even down to fancy stuff like calamari and octopus and things like that. I just can't eat it.
All the good stuff.
Yeah. But this restaurant looks really incredible. They remodeled it. It kind of got some bad raps for when it got remodeled, but it is a signature restaurant, which means it's an upscale. It takes 2 dining credits to eat there. And I can't say because I've never eaten there, but it got a lot of reviews for being the worst signature restaurant on property. But if you guys have eaten there, by all means, definitely give us a different opinion.
the Flying Fish was considered that?
Yeah, the Flying Fish is a signature restaurant, which means it's higher end and it takes 2 credits. It is deemed the worst signature restaurant on property.
Wow.
Really? Wow.
By several people. I've never been there. I can't say that, but they say it's very downscale seafood.
Wow.
But again, if you've been there and eaten there,
it's not Boston seafood.
First of all, the best Boston seafood on Crescent Lake is at Ale and Compass, and their lobster roll. I don't know how you guys pronounce it.
Lobster
Roll. It is
lobster.
No R. LABASTAH.
I'm gonna stop talking.
No, honestly, it's killer. $21, and it might be one of the best values on property. It is chock full of lobster. It is so good. But at any rate, that's not what we're talking about today. Just saying. So we haven't eaten a Flying Fish. We've thought about it multiple times. We've looked at the menu multiple times. We said none of this looks good enough to pay $65 a head.
I mean,
not impressed.
If anybody ever really wanted to go there, I mean, I would eat they do have a Wagyu beef filet mignon. I would eat, but again, they're all expensive. So if the food quality is just not there, it's hard to justify paying that much money.
I'm sure that the Wagyu beef steak is fine. but you have 4 other options to do that on property.
Yes.
And that's where I'm at. Again, it comes down to what other options are there at that price point, right? Like when you're talking $75 for a meal, Yachtsman is a better option.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess to be clear, when we say it's the worst signature on property, doesn't mean it's bad, because most everything at Disney for me is good. Yeah. It's just not up to, like you just said, the same price points as the other ones.
Jim says that he understands the Flying Fish has an amazing pork belly. I like pork belly, so it makes me want to try it. Just saying.
Could it be worth $65?
Shep, go and check it out.
It's actually only $13.
It's you know what? I'll just go and check it out in like 4 days.
They have the pork belly. They have as an appetizer. And it's the pork belly they have as an appetizer. It's only $13.
That's not bad. That's completely manageable. Yes. All right. So are we on to Bellevue yet? Because I don't know if we need to give Flying Fish any more credit.
Yeah,
I mean, it might be solid. I mean, Jim says that they just changed head chefs, which okay, cool. Hopefully that moves them in the right direction. I know that they had a huge menu change that a lot of people didn't like whenever they, like Steve was saying, when they redid the restaurant, right? So I don't know, but Bellevue Lounge, you need to go to. That is all. Have you guys
I've never been there. I've never been there, but I looked at it today. It looked like it's on the second level, kind of overlooking. It looked relatively small.
It is,
but it did look very classy and very not crowded.
It's both of those. It's a unique hidden gem. It is kind of that old school vibe. They have a lot of old school cocktails. They have a really solid Scotch flight. They have a couple different bourbon, at least one bourbon flight, but they make classic drinks very, very well. And they have a rather extensive bourbon selection on property. So if that's kind of your shtick, either classic drinks, I enjoy bourbon also. Shep, you'll be with me. They had Willet randomly. And it was a reasonable dollar amount of pour. I want to say they had it at the same price as Blanton's, which is completely surprising to me.
Yeah.
And bartenders are great. Atmosphere is great because you're still like you're off the lobby, but you're still in the hotel, so you're not down on the boardwalk. And not a lot of people know that it's there. And plus, besides the inside seating, it walks right out onto a huge balcony that it overlooks the fake grass pavilion. So you can get your drinks, go out in the evening, enjoy it, look out over Crescent Lake and the rest of the boardwalk. It is such a hidden gem, and it's not overpriced. It's a really cool spot. Like if you needed a place for 2 or 3 hours late afternoon to hang out, in late afternoon, because the bar doesn't open until like 4 or 5. I want to say 4. Don't quote me on that.
I think, yeah.
Is it 4:30?
Yeah.
So that's the kind of place if you
if your kids had to sleep, yeah,
you got a couple hours to hang out, and then you just don't make it back.
Well, you're not saying that hasn't happened.
I know we stayed there and walked by it, and we didn't even have PJ, and like my wife's just saying in the chat, well, I wish we stopped in because it looked awesome.
Yeah, it's awesome, and I mean it's the place in the morning where you can go down and get your coffee, and they have a little bit of breakfast there. So, it's a multi-use space, and I have a feeling that at some point Disney's going to redo the whole thing and make it a little more of a destination, like they did with Ale and Compass over at the yacht club.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But it's really sweet. I mean, we had when I was there in January for the Diz Dads convention, we had 20 dads in there taking over all the couches and whatever, and it was just. Wow. It was chill. It was straight chill. And there's a ton of board games and stuff. So it's cool if you're staying at the hotel to hang out down there. You can take the kids down and play chess and stuff. It's a cool spot.
And Steve and I were talking. I think was there a hidden menu, Steve? Is that
there's a secret menu item.
Secret menu?
Yeah. It's called the Shadow.
Okay.
Yeah.
You not heard about this, Dave, I take it?
I have not.
They say only a couple of the bartenders know how to make it, but it is a Godiva chocolate liqueur.
Ooh.
And they said it's extremely creamy and smooth. But it's called the Shadow, but it's not on the menu. You have to go ask for it, and the bartender has to know how to make it. And they said only a handful of the bartenders know how to make it.
So is this what we're doing in August?
Well, yeah.
I mean, yes.
Yeah.
Why not?
I have a feeling we're going to spend a lot of time on the boardwalk at the
but are we? Because it's food and wine.
Oh, it is food. Well, see, I'm there a lot longer than you, so I can go up to there before the food and wine opens.
Well, we can walk to the food and wine. We can walk to the boardwalk. We can walk to Galaxy's Edge. It seems like Boardwalk's the place, Nicole.
And depending on when we get there for Galaxy's Edge, we might be on the boardwalk anyway.
That's true too.
In line.
That is true.
We might be at Margarita Joe's. We might be all the way back at Margarita Joe's.
Hey, that's not a bad thing.
I'll hold your place in line. You can go in my room and use the bathroom.
Margarita Joe's and a couple cans of Julius. I'm good.
Oh, Julius. Now you're talking.
Yeah, buddy.
Hey, Pepper Tree Villa, we gave you a shout out earlier. Congratulations on 1,000 subs.
Congrats.
Congratulations.
Yes. What was I going to say about August? Besides the fact that there's food and wine, and then it's over at 9, and then the Bellevue's open later than that. So
and Jellyrolls is open too.
Yeah, I know what I was going for. I have to beat Brandy's total for minivan rides.
I was watching that on one of your last streams. You guys lost count, right?
No. I just didn't look until she got home, and it was 11 rides. It was 11 rides at an average of $38 each. So
yes.
I like how she compares things to if you save something. She compares it to that's how many more minivan rides she could.
Totally. She's like, well, if we don't pay if we don't go here, then we can take 2 more minivan rides. And it's been a thing. This isn't something new. Since they came out, it's like, well, we can get a minivan ride. I'm like, okay. All right. And before it wasn't, honestly, at $20 for the amount of time that you saved, it was legit. It was worth it. It was 100% worth it. Now it 100% of that, a 100% increase. It is just, it's getting close. $38 for a ride across property is a lot, and she's staring at me. With
you know what you got to do.
It's not going to change.
You got to add up all these minivans in your back pocket and come a couple days earlier in August.
I gotta. That's a work vacation issue, not a. Yeah. Do you see Brandy's thumb randomly coming in?
that kind of work. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, Brandy.
Hey, I'm glad I got to extend one day on the back end, thanks to our boy Shep there. So
we're thinking about extending on the back end too, because the extra magic hours for Galaxy's Edge takes place. I think. Yep. Is it September 1st?
Yeah, that Sunday it opens up at 6 a.m.
So what do you think? Should we just extend to September 10th or something?
I mean, PJ's pretty good at school.
Why not?
We could cancel PJ's first week of school and just stay until the 7th.
Keep in mind, the first Monday is Labor Day, so September 2nd is Labor Day, so you're off anyway.
Yeah. PJ, get some homework to bring with you.
PJ, give me the Southwest app. Oh, you guys are JetBlue up your way, right?
Yeah, we're JetBlue. Yeah. And we got fantasy football draft, so I got to come back for that.
Dude, it's online.
I know, I could do it online.
And I don't want to deter from the minivan, but Lyft is much cheaper. If you ever, I can go to Walmart and back on $10 and off property.
And I get that. I mean, my Lyft to the airport after tip was $34, and that's fine. For us, it's about the experience. For us, it's about the fact that you have a cast member. For us, it's about the fact that you can BS with that cast member for the amount of time. Yep. But more so, whenever it was just Brandy and Gigi, it was a safety thing for them. We don't necessarily live in an area where we use a lot of Lyfts or Ubers, so we're not used to it. She's not used to it. I understand that overall, it's not a safety issue, but if she's going to feel comfortable doing it, it's worth the extra 10 or 15
100%. Absolutely.
Yeah.
They don't.
So
don't even have Lyft where I live.
Well, they just started here, and frankly, as
Really,
much as we,
Shep?
Yeah,
we have Lyft.
well, you're in a little bit more populated
there's more than 8 people that live there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we have a very limited population in my town.
Yeah, no, but I mean, honestly, we joke a lot about it, but the biggest asset that you have at Disney World is time. And if you're going to maximize that time, there are times when you're going to want to pay extra and take a minivan. And yeah, we kind of gotten to a point where we're pretty comfortable with it. And it's unfortunate because at this point, price is starting to price it out of it's getting outside of that comfort level now. And it really sucks because we had stuff down to where, we would budget in, and it was really easy for me to justify the fact that we don't have to rent a car. We don't have to pay for parking if we were to do that at the resorts, which was kind of a big detractor where we were always using transportation. And then minivans come along, and now it's basically 2x what it was 3 years ago when they started. And it's just, it's unfortunate. So now we have to be more choosy about when we use them. So I don't know how this turned into a minivan conversation, and I apologize. So I'll shut up.
I would need they'd have to have like one of those like Mercedes Sprinter vans and have it like a mini bus for me to go with my family anywhere in the parks. So minivan isn't going to cut it.
Yeah. Brandy just showed me an email that she got from Lyft where she now gets 50% off 10 weekday rides, but it's only through June 18th. I'm hoping that it extends. And if that does, then we'll be using them. And frankly, that was part of it. Was like the second year we were there, we got like 50% off Lyft rides, and it was including minivan. So they were $25 at that point. It was $12.50 plus tip. So it was completely manageable at that point. So I don't know. I'm sorry to get off topic, guys, but legit though. I mean, if you're going to the boardwalk, you're going to need to get home. So don't drive. And,
well, you know what they should do is they should have Surrey Lyft bike operators on the boardwalk so that you could just get biked from place to place.
That would be pretty killer.
Nope.
To be honest, it totally would.
I'm calling that trademark.
Yeah. # trademark. All right, gentlemen, what's next? We're halfway through.
You want to talk about the carts? You got the to-go cart and the funnel cake cart.
Funnel cakes. Oh man,
the funnel cake and the fried ice cream.
I mean, that's pretty much all it is. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, so we talked about that. Let's move on.
Okay.
I mean, you could talk about funnel cakes all day. I could talk about funnel cakes all day. There's so many different ways.
They sell carnival food.
Yeah.
There's so many different ways you could make a funnel cake. You could fry it with different kinds of oils. All right, we'll move on.
But the other cart, the boardwalk cart, I just found out when I was reviewing that it's a third party. It's not even have to do with Disney.
Yep.
Yes, Nicole, we are going to rent a Surrey bike in August.
She's given us too many good ideas.
I know. Are they 4 people Surrey bikes?
Oh, there's 4 and 6.
Oh man, this is gonna be.
Oh my god, we're gonna vlog that from 4 different angles, like Walt on Tower Terra.
Yes,
we're gonna live stream it. And we're gonna go the wrong way and have to go up a really steep hill. And we're gonna be like, "This is terrible."
You pedal. I am pedaling.
Exactly.
That's great.
Ridiculous.
August is gonna be so fun.
Oh my god. I know. I cannot wait. I can't. What's the countdown? We at 79 days?
You are? I'm at 77.
77. So you're the 21st.
I come in 3 days before you.
So I think we're 80 then.
Actually,
I'm looking. I'm 84.
Is the 28th? Is that a Wednesday? The 28th?
Yes. So you're a week behind me. Then you're at.
Right. So we're actually going to be doing this show while we're sitting in Galaxy's Edge.
Yes.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, in line. We're not going to be in Galaxy's Edge. It'll be in line.
Yeah. Which
totally going to happen.
Be so much funner anyway.
Yeah.
Oh, this is great. This is great.
Yeah, we're going to do that too, actually, Donna. We're going to rent the pontoon boat as well.
The whole thing.
Yeah. We're actually going to take our Surrey bike on the pontoon boat drive the boat and try to ride the bike at the same time.
Yeah, I got 79 days, 10 hours, 25 minutes.
Nice. Oh, you got the whole countdown.
Yeah, I got the countdown app. I always have to have a countdown going.
Yeah, I got it on paper everywhere.
All right. What do we got next?
Big River?
Yeah, we could do Big River.
Unfortunately.
I know. I you know what though, Dave? This place gets knocked so bad everywhere I've looked, and we ate there once, and we absolutely had the best time. I think it was the best waiter we've ever had on Disney property there. And
was it the food or the experience?
It was, well, the waiter was awesome. Nicole in the chat can probably agree with me. I got the fish tacos. I think they were the grouper or something. They were decent. The brewery, I mean, I think we got a flight, so the Bears was okay, but I've heard a lot of bad reviews on the food, which is just average, kind of like the ESPN Club average. But the waiter made it. The waiter was on top of everything. Never had to wait a second. We had a great experience, but we only been there once, and I don't know. Have you guys been there?
I've not been there. I did the same thing. I read the reviews, heard it was maybe the worst restaurant on the boardwalk.
That's what I've heard. Yeah.
The only difference is the brewery. They handcraft everything themselves, so it's more about the experience and the beers than the food.
See, and I had those fish tacos, and they were delicious. And yeah, I mean, you can see the glass cases right through of the beers, being brewed. And yeah, then like Nicole said, we loved it there. So I mean, I don't know if it was the night, but maybe it was. We had a few drinks, and we just thought it was good. I don't know.
It was not good. We had terrible service. The food was just junk. It was, and most places. I mean, Brandy and I, in previous lives, have been bartenders and servers, and we give a lot of leeway when it comes to service and comes to whatever, right? Like, it was just wasn't good. It wasn't good. The food was bad. It was dirty. It was, the beer was okay, but like, it was just. The servers just didn't care. It was.
And maybe that was the difference between ours and yours, because our server was over the top on the ball.
Like, I wanted it to be good. I really did. I'm a craft beer guy. I'm a small brewery guy, which frankly is owned by Gordon Beers, which is not a small firm. But at any rate, they at least had a brewer in house and would give tours and whatever. Like, I thought they'd up their game a little bit, and it wasn't good. And for what we spent, it was just So
everyone okay over there?
Yeah, when Winston wants popcorn.
I figured it was Winston.
I can see Steve dying down there, and that just I couldn't help but laugh.
Yeah, I don't like to bag on stuff at Disney. Like Steve said, a lot of stuff is just, it might be the worst at Disney, but it's still pretty darn good. Yeah. And this was not a good experience at all. Like, if it happened anywhere, it would not be a good experience.
Did you go more than once, or was this like a one and done type bad experience?
Won't go back.
Okay.
Nope. Not when you're dropping $90 to $110 at any of these places, because it's inflated prices anyways. Mm-hmm. I'm not gonna risk it.
It's a lot of money to not be satisfied, not be happy.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. How close are we to Jellyrolls? How many more we got?
Well, it's next. Do you want to? We got it in the Atlantic Dance. So,
I mean, we talk about anything? We said everything. Boardwalk, the Wayland Galleries, Thimbles and Threads. I haven't been to either of those places.
Yeah.
Wow, Winston got an arm.
This is ridiculous. What was that?
I love the fact that some of them aren't even making it close.
Yeah. Like, all right, here you go.
Dave, just have Brandy come on the stream. It doesn't have to be all guys.
Sure it does. All right, we're done.
Never walk over and place it in your mouth.
Yeah, that'd probably be funny, just seeing a hand go through.
Feed me, Brandy. I was talking to Dave earlier, and he was telling me there's 3 stores there. He basically said they're all really one though. I've never been to any of them. I just saw that they all 3 have pins, so I'll be visiting them in August. There it is.
Yep.
Oh, we missed it.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, guys.
Hold on. Everyone stop talking. Dave, talk.
Just chew.
What?
All right, now let's see it. We want to see the hand.
Just Gonzo.
Oh,
She walked out.
She shoved it in his mouth.
It was pretty funny, actually. Yes. But yeah, so there's a bunch of shops, right? It's basically the gift shop for the boardwalk. So there's a little one inside that is straight focused on DVC. But if you come outside, it has the standard kind of sundries section, and then it goes into the
hey, look at that.
I know, right?
Wow.
The nice section. So like all of your standard Disney stuff, and there's like a gallery sort of portion to it. But it's a gift shop. It's awesome. It's cool. I think it's one of the better ones on at a resort. There's an art one kind of around the corner that is a true gallery, but overall,
is it all Disney art?
Yeah. No, it's not all Disney art. No, you're right. It's not all Disney art. It's like crazy cool stuff. I remember this now. There were some pretty kick butt sculptures. It was also like, I don't know, a $2,000 price tag entry level.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So for viewing pleasure only.
Pretty much.
Can you show Winston to everyone that hasn't seen Winston?
Hey, Winston, come here. Come here.
I love dogs. This dog is amazing.
Everybody. Now he's sitting down because he wants to.
Want my chair?
No, it's fine.
I'll sit on it.
I know. Yeah. Here, come here, buddy. Come on. Come on. There you go.
Wow.
There we go. All right. Good boy.
165 pounds?
Yeah, that ballpark. He's not light, that's for sure.
I used to have a big dog like that, and then now I got a little one. That dog would eat mine. So.
Oh, yeah. I have 2 dogs, and I'm pretty sure they're probably lighter than your dog's legs.
Oh, he's a good puppy, but
puppy, yeah.
Well, I guess he just turned 3, right? 3, yeah.
Well, I guess that's still in the ballpark.
Yeah. Still in the ballpark. All right.
Jellyrolls. Are we on Jellyrolls? Steve, are we on Jellyrolls?
We're on Jellyrolls.
What's Jellyrolls?
So you real quick though, you do have the Atlantic Dance. It's a dance club. It's over 21. It's free. Have fun with it. And the only other thing on the boardwalk that I did notice.
All the music from TikTok is in that place.
The only other thing I did notice on the boardwalk that we did not talk about, which I thought was quite interesting, and I'm sure that some of this will come up in August. There is a novelty photo booth there.
Yes, that you can use your
with the photo pass that you can get free pictures on.
Yeah.
So
we're
if you have Memory Maker.
They do those awesome strip pictures like
whoa,
6.
Whoa. Redefine your answer, Shep.
I digress. The strip of paper that has multiple pictures.
There you go.
Do you want me to draw it out so that there's no confusion? All right. I'm leaving. See you guys.
Well, when's the last call for the photo booth?
I think it's 24 hours. I think it's just plugged in and outside.
I'm pretty sure it is.
It's going to be fun, though, after a night on the boardwalk to go take some pictures to be remembered by. So, now Jellyrolls.
So real quick, the one thing we didn't mention is the fact that there are live performers.
Yes, I have that down in the carnival games.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Exactly. No, go ahead. You're fine. The carnival games, the street performers, it all adds to the ambiance of this, 1920s, 1910s boardwalk, which is what they're shooting for. Mm-hmm. And you wouldn't really think it, but it really does. It makes it really cool. And On top of that, if you're there in the evening, they're usually playing a movie on the big fake grass field that they have right dead center, in the back of the boardwalk. So they do a lot of really cool stuff out there. So there's a couple other things ancillary. I know we've really been hitting on the food and drink here, but it's a cool experience in the evening, and it's starting at like 7. It's completely family friendly. It's awesome.
And what's great is it's like they have the carnival games, but it's not like a carnival where typical carnivals, they're hustling you to play the games. Like, oh, come on over, hurry up, come on over. They're just laid back, and the only thing I would change is the carnival games. I wish they had stuffed animals of like Mickey and Minnie, rather than like
that'd be
a lizard or a dinosaur or something. If they had like Disney gifts to give out, that's the only thing I would think I would change.
But that's because they're their own vendors, though. They're not Disney vendors.
Are they? Yeah, I figured they were.
I think Boardwalk has open vending.
So have a knockoff Goofy.
Yeah, you can
have something,
Have the new animation Goofy. It looks creepy enough.
Yeah, exactly. Throw I don't know, Steamboat Willie up in there or something.
The only part I don't like about the boardwalk is when you look over to the side there and you see that big creepy clown. The pool from the
boardwalk.
Oh yeah, the creepy clown.
Dude, that looks ridiculously bad.
It's not only the creepy clown; it's the fact that the creepy clown is like kids come out of its mouth.
Yes. Yeah, you swim into it, right?
I think it's a slide.
No, it's a slide.
You slide and you come out of his mouth, and there's some of the views from there overlook that clown's head.
So man, that's brutal.
So weird. As a pool bar, though, the pool bar at
the libation.
Yeah, what is it?
It's the leaping something libations.
Leaping horse libations or something. I don't know. At any rate, it is pretty solid as a pool bar. It's nowhere near Hurricane Hannah's, but it's definitely better than several of the other places.
Hurricane Hannah's drinks, their Jack and Cokes are so watered down, though. I'm sorry, I'm not a fan of Hurricane.
That's why you have Garden Grocer bring you a bottle of real drink.
True.
I don't think Garden Grocer does that. They only do beer and wine.
But most of the DVC quick service places have hard alcohol.
They sure do.
I mean, not that I know.
More Sunshine, please, says, come on, wait. Where else can you get a giant clown vomiting children?
It's so true, Jim. So true.
Oh, that's great.
That's awesome. All right, so Jellyrolls, you guys hit it because I haven't talked about it. I've never been. So,
what are we on, Jellyrolls?
Yes.
Is that what you said?
Yeah. Once you started off, Patrick, you're the experienced guy with it.
I've been there, I think 3 or 4 times. The first time was with Nicole when we were on our getaway weekend, and we walked into that place. And I've been to a dual and piano bar in Boston, a dual and piano bar in Vegas. This place is like, I walked in there, maybe I had a couple drinks, but I'm thinking, looking around, saying, I want my next birthday here. I want to invite every single person I know to fill this place up, because it is like the best time I've ever had in Disney. That place is off the hook. So I went by myself last time in April for the Disney run, and my wife's aunt and uncle were staying at the yacht with them at Hurricanes, right? That the Hurricanes is, and they go to the board Jellyrolls. So I had to with them, headed over Rolls by myself because I had to go. I can't wait to go with you guys in August, because none of you have been there, right? This is going to be like your first time.
Yep. I saw some reviews today because of that, because of how you talked about it. It looked really, really incredible.
It is, and it's nonstop piano on there, two at a time, and sometimes all mountain play, but it's nonstop. It's always packed, and it's anything you want. So you go up, you write on a slip what song you want. They know 98% of the songs. You throw a 10, 20 with it. You give it to them. If one piano plays, they throw it to the other one. and they're just phenomenal. Great voices, and the light. I can't wait. I cannot wait.
Yeah, I was watching the reviews, and I this is perfect for what I enjoy. I love music. Specifically, I love piano music, and just sitting here, the dueling pianos, and what came to mind when you were talking about it was Billy Joel, and sitting there playing like Piano Man and things like that. And that's my scene, and this thing looks incredible. I can't wait. I was already telling you guys it opens at 7. It's open from 7 to 2 a.m. And I think I'm going to be standing in line at 6:30. I want right there next to that stage. We'll get us some seats right up front, and just have a good old time.
Yeah, and that's one thing I've never done is sit up front, because every time we've gone in there, it's been a little bit later, and it gets packed right away. And I've always been in the back, but everyone has a good time there. There's no one not having a good time. And Steve, you originally asked me if it was just like Disney songs they played, and obviously it is anything. And we both love The Greatest Showman. They can play any song from The Greatest Showman. They can play techno songs. They can play rap music. They can play anything you want, and they just hit it on the head. So, yeah. Atlantic Dance. We can go over, grab an Atlantic Dance song, and head back over. We could probably make so many TikTok videos that night, because before they wouldn't let you videotape anything in there. If you were filming in there with your phone or videotaping, they would come over. The first time we went there, they would come over, put your phone away, stop recording. But now it's allowed. So
cool. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this.
Yeah, that is going to be epic.
I mean, I've done a couple dueling piano bars prior to, but have not been to this Jellyrolls, and obviously it's at Disney, so there's a ton of talent. So I'm definitely looking forward to it. I didn't realize we were rope dropping this like we are Galaxy's Edge, so we're gonna get in line early. I'm bringing the.
We just need a line spotter. We just need somebody to go in and claim the table. That's all.
It's true. Makes sense.
Steve is taking one for the team that night.
I would be taking one for the team.
I might be napping from the previous day of Galaxy's Edge. You might have to wake me up and tell me to come on in.
Well, we're gonna have to figure out what the official game plan is.
Right. So since we're almost done with the boardwalk, do you guys want to just roll into a Galaxy's Edge talk?
Is there any? I mean, my only thought is that after the rollout last weekend, that we will see within the next 2 weeks them roll out a reservation system at Walt Disney World. I did the math. It can happen.
It can happen. I still don't like it. I mean, it would be awesome for us if we could do it, but I don't like based on the number of rooms and the number of people that aren't staying in those rooms off property, the number of Star Wars fans that are just flying in. Mm-hmm. If they go to reservation system, there's a good chance we don't get in.
That's what I was going to say. And when we all get in the same time,
that's the other thing too.
Well, that's the other thing, and we deal with that. But at the end of the day, if you pay to stay on property, Disney is going to make sure you get into the thing.
Yes.
I agree with that, but again, it would be rough because of there's over 37,000 rooms compared to the 2,000 rooms at Disneyland. And right. I mean, mathematically, it could be possible, but you don't know how many people are filling up those rooms. And I gotta believe that there's so many people flying in just for this. There's no way Disney turns them all away and says, no, it's going to go to the people staying in the rooms first. Because it's such a mass hysteria of convention that people are going to come in. I don't see it. Now, again, I'm going on the 21st. I'm sure I could book my reservation long before anybody else. It would benefit me greatly. I just don't see it.
Well, see, I don't think they're gonna roll that way, dude. I think it's gonna be okay starting on the 30th. I don't even know. I can't get into that, but I know mathematically it works out, and I know that the last thing they want is to have to deal with people in line every morning at 3 a.m. for the foreseeable future, like literally the next year, because that's what you're going to have. I know we're talking opening day, but 100%, this isn't just going to stop then. You're going to have people showing up at a ridiculous hour. every morning.
Has anyone found coffee in Batu yet?
Yes,
Batu.
I just saw her.
We did. We just did.
Know.
We found it. We're bringing it.
And Nicole says, why isn't there any extra magic hours for hotel guests on the 29th through the 31st?
Well, because they're leaving it open to anybody. Everybody has a fair shot to get in, is what they said.
Yeah, which is a big pile of crap. At any rate,
they're doing it till November 1st, I believe, the extra magic hours.
The real extra magic hours. I honestly think that they should have extra magic hours for people on property from the hours of 4 a.m. to 6 a.m.
I agree.
I'm still we're getting in because all our dining reservations.
No,
we're not.
I'm pretty sure we have all the dining reservations now in Hollywood Studios. So I'm pretty sure we're getting in.
I spoke with a cast member, though. Dining reservations do not guarantee you in for that because they legally cannot add people in. And Stacy can back that up too because she's talked to them too.
Yeah,
they cannot legally let you in at the park as at capacity. And if we're all planning on park being open at 6, which means they're probably going to open at 4, it'll be at capacity long before our reservations, in my opinion.
Right, you're right.
But I'm still keeping them just in case.
I think. Yeah, I don't think anything.
I think we'll have a reservation system announced by the 15th of June.
Yeah, that's what I'm guessing. Yep.
How did they do it in California?
It's basically the same thing.
First come, first serve?
They basically said, all right, well, on X date, you're going to have an account at Disneyland.com. You're going to have to go in and you're going to have to reserve a time. People that were staying on property were guaranteed a time. People that were not aren't. So that they gave it 2 weeks for people to fill up all their hotels, which I think Disney World would do the exact same thing. And I think they'll do something similar. It's going to be, look, you get one reservation per 4 nights or something to that effect, 5 nights of you staying there. You're guaranteed something on those days. So, I don't know. That's where I'm at because I don't think that they can deal with the ramifications of all the negative publicity that comes out of some dude going there at 2 a.m, drunk after Jellyrolls and passing out. I mean, I'm being facetious, but at the end of the day, is there safety of the guests that they really need to worry about? And it's not so much the fact that people won't stand in line and be okay, or like they'll at least be adults about it. I would think. Who knows though? But
you know what though? I mean, the way they did it, I haven't in all the streams I've seen of this, I have not seen anything negative about how that worked out. Like it looked at
same here.
They like everything. So they you basically had 2 hours by yourself, and then they brought in another group after that. So there was like 2 hours where you had double groups and 2 hours where you had one, you know what I'm saying? Like they piggyback 2 groups. Well, so for those 2 hours where they didn't have a piggyback and you were just there with the initial group you were with, when people pan around, it looked like there was no one there. Like you could just see everything.
Yeah.
It looked mint.
And legit, if you're open from 6 to 10 without even doing any crossover hours, you can get 4 4-hour sessions in. So if you do a 6 a.m. and then an 8 a.m. and then a 10 a.m. and then a 12 and so on, those windows start to expand, or the amount of people you can get in there start to expand, and you're metering it even more. And it's pretty legit.
Looks like Amanda has some insider info here.
Yeah, I just saw that too.
Do tell. Please do tell.
Disney's announcing WDW Resort News in a week and a half.
I can tell you Disney is announcing. Okay, well,
that could be it.
Are we right? Just shake your head. Someone send her the link. She doesn't have to say words. She just has to nod.
If we're right, don't say anything at all.
Do thumbs up, thumbs down.
No, I really hope they do. I think a reservation system would benefit all of us. We're all hotel guests. We're all going to get in. Hopefully, we all get in at the same times as everybody we want to get in with. And I mean, it would keep us from losing a day. To be honest, I mean, it really would.
Not just a day, like 2 days, because you're gonna have to get there.
Yep, you're right.
Crazy early on the 28th.
Yep.
Crazy.
So, I mean, that it would definitely help. I mean, if I agree with you, the safety of the people staying in line, it's going to be 100 degrees. People are going to get heat exhaustion.
Mm-hmm.
People are going to get cranky. Fights probably would break out. But the other, again, they've got so many people coming in that aren't staying at Disney, which is not their own fault. I mean, I don't know. I think they
backpedaled. FYI.
I think media-wise, they would face a bigger backlash by doing that and people not being able to get in, as opposed to making people stand in line.
Oh, I don't know, man. I don't know. They faced the exact same thing out there, and a lot of people complained about the fact that they didn't get in and that you were guaranteed if you stayed on property. Well, obviously they're paying money.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, it makes sense. Why wouldn't that happen?
Trust me, I want it to be controlled. The numbers controlled and everything. That just makes the experience a lot more enjoyable for us.
I just don't know how you do that. Like, what are they going to do? You're going to walk in and they're going to be like, okay, get in line. I doubt it. They're going to be like, hey, return at this time and then you can get in. So then we have to actually go to our freaking breakfasts.
Yes.
But I mean,
got plenty of them.
Yeah, no kidding. We may have to cancel some of those, but like seriously, like 20 minutes, 25, 30 minutes for Smuggler's Run. I mean, that's
insane.
Crazy.
I think that's going to transfer though. And that's a function of no fast pass.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because that's why you're seeing 9-hour lines at Pandora, because everyone gets a fast pass for it. And if you want to go standby, you're the 20%. You're not the 80%.
Yep.
Yeah, it's true.
Well,
so now,
if we get reservations, we only need 4 hours. I mean, to be honest, you could probably do it twice, but you could do everything with a 25-minute wait for Millennium Falcon or Smuggler's Run.
Right.
You could pretty much experience everything else that you wanted to experience just looking around the land, anyways, in the rest of that time.
Yeah, and I mean,
because
go ahead, Shep.
Yeah, we talked about this before too, like the sword.
The sword.
the making of the sword. The lightsaber experience, like when we were talking about this the first time, I don't know, we thought it was 2 hours. It's 20 minutes. You know what I mean?
Somebody said it was an hour wait. That's what I heard, but was it only 20 minutes?
Allegedly, the biggest issue was the fact that if you got in, and because the way they had everything set up, you were either going to be able to do the lightsaber or the cantina. Like, that's it.
Right.
You needed
Cantina is more popular than Smuggler's Run.
Right. Now, that's what I was going to say with you guys. I mean,
it's also 12 people that fit in it.
Right. I want to do the cantina. Obviously, see everything that's going on. The cantina and Smuggler's Run, but I feel like anything else that we do after that is a bonus.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have my hat set on a sword or building a droid.
I mean, my thing is that I honestly don't know if I want to go build a sword without my two kids there.
That's what I mean too.
That's
I'm not going to do it
too.
without PJ. I'm not going to be like, "Hey, I got you a sword."
No. I'm not giving my kids a sword either. I'm going to build my own sword.
Right.
For myself.
But I mean, the experience.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's where I'm at. Like, I almost want to build my first sword with the kids, and I love the fact that we haven't said lightsaber in the last 90 seconds.
I mean, that was on purpose, but
I know.
I'm making R2 Shep 2.
R2 Shep 2?
Nice. I really would like to have two swords because I want to cross them right here behind me on the wall.
Yes.
Nice.
That'd be awesome.
But again,
so
we can also do that on the extra magic hours too on Sunday before everybody else gets in.
They have sword building at 6 a.m.
I would assume so if they open up Galaxy's Edge.
All right. Okay.
I just can't wait to be at the cantina with all you guys.
So
is anyone else? Go ahead, Shep.
No, go ahead.
I was just going to say, is anyone else concerned that it's a 2-drink maximum?
I was just gonna throw out there that I think we should name this whole entire our show Building Swords.
Building Swords.
Building Swords.
This sword and that sword.
This sword and that sword. All right, we'll have to come up with it. But I love the fact that we have literally not called a lightsaber this entire show. It's so great.
My bad.
All right.
Oops.
Handing out
All right.
vouchers to get back to the cantina. That's cool.
All right. So we're gonna wrap this guy up. We've been going for 95.
Yeah, I'm cool. You guys want to just stick around for a quick minute before after we end it?
Of course, but yeah, we'll
we'll let everyone else go to sleep. So so next week we're planning on going live again at 9:30. I think we're going to be on Dave's channel. Is that correct, Dave?
We sure are, because I think schedule's worked out that Steve is better the week after.
Okay, and Shep will be from the poolside Polynesian bar with hopefully a margarita with Captain Morgan's in it.
No. You're DVC, right, Shep?
I'll be getting a Mai Tai.
DVC, right?
I'll be in the DVC pool. Yep.
No. All right. So you need to get the spiked pineapple, which is the private stock Captain Morgan and Dole Whip, and then float the Disney signature Jim Beam or Knob Creek, whichever one it is.
Okay. Done.
Trust me.
Okay, done. He twisted his arm.
I cannot wait for next week. That's going to be awesome. All right, guys. So, all right. Thank you for everyone in the chat that's been here, especially the whole entire time. Donna, Noah, Nicole, AJ Magic TV. That's Amy, Amanda, Kay Atwood, Jeff Dolwip Dad. I don't know if I just said that.
Captain Akron.
Akron.
And real quick, just please just throw some comments in there. Let us know what you think. If anything you want us to talk about, suggestions, anything like that, we're definitely going to be checking that out. And
any other ridiculousness you want us to talk about, let us know, because we're only going to stay on topic for a short amount of time.
Multiple topics.
Yeah. Whatever.
So thank you everyone, and then we'll be back next week for sure.
Thanks, folks.
All right.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you.
Have a good night.